called us the 10 boys.
Yeah, you said congrats,
Nice.
10 boys.
Nice. There's 10 boys.
We got too horny, and that's why.
I don't want him to come. Jake, how horny does this make you?
Very horny.
It's one big joke, believe me. Minnesota sports in all sorts. You see, they know it's never gonna get easy. You see, they know it's Minnesota, constant pain and misery.
And I'm a part of Al Qaeda.
It's 10K TV. It's one big joke, believe me. Minnesota sports in all sorts.
Dude, he could turn Daniel Jones into Brett Favre.
Minus the penis pics.
You can legally smoke crack.
What is a DVOA?
I went dicks, vaginas, or ass.
I think that's what it is.
Don't know much except to yell.
Welcome to another episode of 10K TV presented by 10,000 Takes. I'm your host, Adam Oz, joined always by my co-host, Kevin Olm, and producer, Dustin Luco, where we cover all things NFC North, with Kevin backing the Packers, Dustin supporting the Bears, and myself riding with the Vikings. Kevin, we managed to go live all by ourselves.
We're pretty sure that we're on the internet right now. It's anyone's guess, but we did it all by ourselves.
No producer
for the second
no
time.
actual producer.
Which, well, and it's good because at some point we got to learn. So if
Yeah.
we fuck this one up, then I mean
don't
next week maybe, and then the week after. As we get into actual football, it gets more and more important that we don't mess up the entire technological process behind the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's we're once we actually get into the season, I
Probably
know
should have started doing this in like July.
I know.
but-
I do know that Marlowe potentially, I think he's working on possibly being the full-time guy in the chair for us. But for right now, there was I think Jack is at a wedding or come back from a wedding. Sarge is
There's a
up
lot
in
of stuff
Detroit
going on right
Lakes.
now.
It's
Yeah.
it's a weekend. It's Sunday. So we are going to be going over some news here. The Vikings were pretty active, at least with the quarterback realm of
It
things.
was weird. Do you want to start with that?
Yeah, we'll get there, and then we're gonna end the bulk of it, or the bulk of this show will be the floor ceiling predictions, where we're gonna go through the Vikings, the Packers, the Bears. We're gonna give our floor and ceiling record predictions, what we think. We're not gonna do playoff predictions yet. Division winners, that's gonna be next week because there's no football this upcoming weekend because we are just in the final weird limbo phase for the NFL season. So
Yeah.
fantasy football season's kind of happening. That's what this next weekend's probably going to be filled with for a lot of people. All right, let's start with the news. The Vikings traded quarterback Sam Howell and a 2026 sixth-round pick to the Eagles for a 2026 fifth-round and a 2027 seventh-round pick. So
nothing.
Honestly-
like nothing for nothing.
honestly, the fact how bad Sam Howell was this preseason,
Yeah.
just getting anything is like, 'cause I thought he was just going to be a cut person. And I'm like, all right, we got something back. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever, doesn't matter. And then because I guess Tanner McKee for the Eagles got hurt, so he'll be
Sure.
QB2, I guess.
Thank you for your time, Sam.
Thank you.
It was a nice long run with the Vikings.
He was
there.
looking way too much like Kirk out there. Okay, like
Yeah.
with the number 8, this like like a quarterback wristband. Kirk would wear that occasionally for us, and then kind of nothing on the other arm with the little like sleeves going. I'm like,
What does McCarthy have?
McCarthy has like sleeves and stuff. He'll like wear like a sleeve and
I didn't know.
yeah,
I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah, he wears a sleeve and usually then like a half sleeve and then a quarterback wristband usually. That's usually the
Doesn't want to get sunburned.
look for him.
Oh, geez, he's like got Angel Reese arm version. I don't know. I don't know if I like that.
What?
Because she has like one full legging and then like one not legging.
What are you looking at?
He's got one full sleeve and then
Oh.
the other one's not a sleeve. That's like
I think Josh Allen does that. I think Mahomes does. A lot of guys do that.
I'm only seeing Angel Reese
A lot of
when I
people
when I
do
check.
that. And then in a subsequent move, the Vikings, because we hosted Carson Wentz for a workout yesterday, or on Saturday, and we signed him today. So
Yeah, I thought this
You
was
know,
a joke when I saw it.
yeah,
I thought
you-
it was like one of those like
It's
Like
like
propose.
ball
That's
sack
pretty-
sports
that's
type
kinda
of thing.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's like proposing after the first date.
yeah, it's
Only one
it's
workout and you get a
fine.
spot on the team.
Well, and so are you guys going to carry probably 3 quarterbacks?
Yeah, because
So-
we cut Brett Rippin.
You cut
already.
Rippin?
Yep, he's
Oh.
gone.
And what,
So
Mullins
that's
is your
great
other?
because
Rip in
Brosmer,
peace,
we got
dude.
Max Brosmer as our
Yeah.
other guy.
Oh, where
He's
did Nick
been-
Mullins go?
Nick Mullins,
Mullins
is down
has
in
been
Jacksonville.
gone.
He followed Udinski
Keep
down
up,
in
son.
Jacksonville. Yeah, dog. So most likely, I really hope we do keep Brosmer because he's
He's had
really-
a good
If you cut
preseason.
him, he will not make it through waivers. He will get claimed by a team. The hope would be to keep him on the practice squad. But now that we have the rule where you get to carry like an emergency quarterback, that's what he'll be, and not have to be like a count against your active like.
Oh, he
dressed
doesn't count
players.
as a 53? You're just keeping
No,
2?
no, he'll be. But like I'm saying on game days.
Oh.
Because you can only dress so many players. That's why you see a lot of people just not, or a handful of people not dressing.
Yeah.
But now that because of the Brock Purdy incident in the playoffs,
Yeah.
they're like, well, we don't have the teams can have an emergency quarterback.
Well, and typically you have 3 quarterbacks, so the emergency
Yeah.
would be the 4th guy.
A lot of teams
Yeah.
don't carry. I mean, if they carry 4, we're not going to
No,
carry
the
4.
the Browns are carrying
Yeah,
4,
the Browns,
and they shouldn't
and that's
be carrying
because they
4.
drafted 2 guys in like the middle rounds. And they're
Yeah.
like, we'll find out.
Who
So that's-
knows?
That's why. So
Who's to say?
I
it
just
looks,
saw today Shadur is the number one, I think money getting guy for betting on DraftKings for Rookie of the Year,
Oh God!
Wow.
and he's currently listed as the QB4.
I mean, you're probably getting great odds
It's
on that,
probably
I
like
guess. Like,
one. Like
Yeah.
what is it at right now?
I don't know. But, like, so should we talk about Shadur real quick?
Hey, Carson Wentz, just saying, like before, it makes sense because he spent some time with McVay in a Rams system. Also has experience with Josh McCown, who's our quarterback coach. Is just a vet person in that locker room. I mean, or in that quarterback room, especially when the other two looked like Brosmer and McCarthy. So add in a vet in there, and there you go. So it's not a needle mover, but sure, cool, all right. Hopefully he doesn't have to play at all. That's the best case.
I mean, this should be news that, like,
Your QB2
shouldn't matter.
Yeah, hopefully your QB2 never sees the field. That's kind of the hope, unless it's like a blowout in favor of it. But yeah, Shadur. So there's been a lot of scuttlebutt going on on X.
So there's a lot of discussions, and I'm pulling it up right now because
Yeah.
there's a Warren Sharp tweet that I think does a pretty good job of illustrating how Shadur's preseason game went recently.
Yeah.
So Shadur Sanders' final stats: 5 sacks, 3 completions, 2.3 yards per attempt. Warren Sharp says, for context, I have 9 years of play-by-play preseason stats. Shadur Sanders is the only quarterback to take 5+ sacks on less than 15 dropbacks in any preseason game.
Nice.
It's not good.
No.
No.
Some of these sacks he's taking, I'm like, what do you do? I mean, also like Joe Burrow the other day.
Some of
taking-
them, Joe Burrow is taking.
that was really bad.
But Joe Burrow wasn't like running backwards. Like
he
Shadur's
was.
taking.
He lost like 20 yards.
Did he
almost
actually?
took a safety.
Okay, well,
he got
there-
sacked at the 3-yard line.
Then the AFC North is the division of like
Like, what are we
hilarious
doing?
Madden sacks, where it's just like you lost 35 yards on a sack.
Yeah, no one's like using a pocket in Madden, and so then like that's what they're doing in real life. It's like, why? What do you think you can do here, Shadur? Like you're,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
But
bad.
he had chances to throw it away.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he wouldn't.
and he got just yanked down. It was
Yeah.
it was bad. It,
was-
did not look good.
It was not a good look, and it was a tough kind of stretch for the Sanders family in general because Shiloh punched a guy in the helmet. Always a
Which
grade
right
A
in
move.
front of the official, literally the ref right
Yeah.
there.
And the guy was being a dick, but
Yeah.
like, it just
I mean,
can't-
the
if
guy
you-
was-
If you punch him, he's
Shiloh
going
got to get off the block. He was getting
Yeah.
blocked.
Well, he's getting blocked way after the play, but the
you
play was
know.
over. But so Shiloh throws a punch,
Yeah.
gets tossed from the game, and then gets cut.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, he probably wasn't going to make the team anyway. I mean, he probably shouldn't even playing Division I football.
But to have it be like a news story that you did something dumb, got ejected, and then cut, and the guy on the Bills who's like an 8th string wide receiver did the like too small at him afterwards.
tough. It's really
ooh,
tough.
I don't
And
know,
then
dude.
you're getting people out there saying apparently the play callers or Stefanski is purposely calling bad plays for Shadur and good ones for Dylan Gabriel.
Obviously,
because that's what a coach on a hot seat wants, is to look really bad
because
for a portion.
We've never seen Kevin Stefanski kind of coach around a unpopular quarterback.
No,
before.
never. We've never seen
seen him have a quarterback that some people may not be a fan of.
Was Mel Kiper the one saying that?
Yeah,
Mel Kiper's losing his fucking
Mel Kiper is losing his mind. What is he? He
Mel
hibernates.
Kiper's chained up in the basement waiting for next year's draft.
He's like
just
he's like a
hate
tax
watching.
guy.
Yeah, just waiting for the New Year. Then he kind of
No,
gets let out.
Mel Kiper puts on like 300 pounds, like at the end of dodgeball,
Yeah.
where he's like, yeah, Chuck Norris. You know, he's just sitting in the basement going, Shitter Sanders. Then he loses it all right before the
Oh no,
draft.
he'd be hating Dylan Gabriel. It's like Dylan
Yeah,
Gabriel.
that's true. Fucking Dylan Gabriel.
Anytime Dylan Gabriel's out there, Kuiper's just getting all pissed. Todd. Yeah, so that news-wise, Micah Parsons is looking – it's bad. It's bad. You got
So-
Jerry saying I gave him the biggest offered to give him, like, the biggest contract for a non-quarterback. We shook on it. I considered it done. Like, it should have been over. And then
I'm
you got,
inclined not to believe
then you got
Jerry
Micah
on
literally
anything.
just taking a nap on a training table during preseason games.
Yeah.
With Brian Schottenheimer saying, I'm going to have words with him. So good luck
Yeah.
there. I don't know. It's a
That it
mess.
feels like it's both moving and not moving. There was a story that the Packers apparently offered 2 firsts, a second, and a 5th for Micah, and they turned it down.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a lot. That's not one of these like Twitter graphic like, would you trade Rashawn Gary and an 8th round pick for Micah Parsons? You know, like this is a real thing.
Yeah.
And if they turn that down, then I guess they're just not really entertaining offers. I don't know if you can go much higher than that.
Right.
Like, and I thought it was interesting. It sounds like Mr. Ed Policy, the new president of the Packers. Very real man, very real, not AI generated name.
Oh, Ed Policy.
He's a lawyer named Ed Policy. But he apparently he wanted to start with a bang. He was trying to get Goot to sell the farm to get Micah in the building as like a splash for his first move.
Yeah.
And apparently Jerry said no. So
He didn't really.
no, I mean whatever. I've kind of written off that
kind of
that
saying
pipe
it's
dream.
letting the
It's probably
the
not
ship
going to
sail.
happen. Yeah,
Okay.
letting the dream die here.
Okay.
The Packers, in terms of updates for them, just while we're talking about some general news from the preseason here, the Packers don't have a ton of updates. I mean, the 3rd preseason game came and went. Jordan Love not playing after the thumb procedure.
What was it? His right or left?
It was his left.
Left
It was his left thumb.
Gotcha.
It's very important that we distinguish
Gotcha.
the side of the thumb. So after the left thumb procedure, you know, he wasn't playing. So we got Malik Willis, who I like preseason Malik Willis because there's more fuck it in there. You know, like when Malik Willis is playing in the regular season, it's like, oh, okay, we gotta. Everyone, just be cool, be careful. When it's the preseason, Malik Willis is like, I'm gonna fucking scramble it. I'm not gonna slide. he's like, and it actually works pretty well. And maybe you could see he's playing backups or something. But I watched the beginning of that game. He looked fine. He looked like he could probably go be a value to another team. I'm surprised that he didn't really get a lot of interest this season. And then Matthew Golden made a cool catch.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yep.
How
yep.
how are we feeling about Matthew Golden? Are we?
I mean, good, I guess. Like I mean, he hasn't done anything bad yet. He hasn't said like it's hard to catch the ball without the stripes like in college.
That's good,
We know
yeah.
how Jamar turned out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you want him to say something like that.
Oh no shit, Dustin. Dustin just
Maybe this is
just
just
walks
lining-
into the brick
this
wall
is
that is the
lining up-
joke.
This is just lining up that he's not.
Don't
gonna
you
pan
want her to be
out.
like
Wait
Jamar?
a minute, Jamar's good at football.
It's gonna be a Jaden Reed 2.0, 1.1.
Jeez, I hope he's at least
1.2 at this point.
Yeah, I hope-
he'd be the second iteration.
hope he's at least like 1.5 Jaden Reeds. But yeah,
How
I
many
mean
Dontavian Wickses is that?
that's
1.7.
I don't know the conversion rate off the top of my head. If we're being honest,
We need a
'cause
Dontavian Wicks.
if you would ask me like
scale.
week 2 of last season,
We got the Kirk scale. We
Yeah.
need a Dontavian Wicks scale.
Wicks scale. I mean, he's at least a Wicks right now. If he catches any footballs, he'll be like 2.0 Wicks. You know, like that's. I'll have to keep a running track of that.
But he's got to
during the
look
season.
really, really like make it look
He's got to
insanely
get
difficult.
He's got to get hella separation and then just drop it.
yeah,
yeah.
and then just comically drop the football.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like if MV,
Then look at his hands.
he's like if MVS could change direction. You know. Like,
oh,
they did play the Seahawks, who have MVS now, and he caught like one ball, and the announcers were like, "And Packer fans remember MVS? He's a burner." I'm like, that's a nice way of putting it.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't think there's a lot of like news to
No,
share.
it
Dustin,
was-
what do you have? You guys beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, we had a nice comeback
Congratulations.
win, last second touchdown pass.
Bajan got extended. Got a $10 million deal,
Let's
2 years, up to
go.
16.
Tyrone
He was
Bagel.
crying. He was crying about how much this means to him and his family.
Yeah.
So that was a nice moment. He mentioned his dad, the arm wrestling guy. So
Oh hell yeah,
that was good.
Dustin! You see the celebration after that game winner?
Maybe a little
He
bit.
did like the hover step thing.
Yeah,
like,
oh,
he-
yeah,
It was,
yeah.
it was
Oh,
cool though.
really?
I'm like, why has no
Yeah.
one done
Bajan
that
did
before?
that?
No,
no.
Oh, I was like, I didn't think he could dance like
No,
that.
there's
That's pretty
no
nice.
shot. Yeah, the
Incredible.
8th string tight end.
No, I
caught
wish
it
I knew how to do that.
over the
that's a
12th
pretty
string
cool dance.
linebacker. Yeah. So that was neat.
Yeah.
And, I think that's kind of all we got.
Yeah, it was it's just now been cut days. So getting down on the 53 man and not a whole lot of I'm not expecting too many surprises, I think. The Vikings did trade Harrison Phillips since
that's
we last
right.
recorded.
Oh, and you
And
guys are gonna trade for Adam Thielen.
that has been in the talks.
Yeah.
And it seems like the Panthers, I guess the reports are that they're looking for a third, and
that's bananas.
reports have said the Vikings are only willing to go up to a fourth. I don't
That's
know.
still kinda
That's
high.
still too
That's where I'm
much.
like I hope these are inflated.
If I were
by
you,
one.
if I were you and my team trade a fourth for Adam Thielen in the year of our Lord 2025, I would be like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I
mean,
feel like
he's-
you can
for
replace
how
that
bad
production.
they've been the last 2 years, I think he has like 1,700 yards.
I'm not saying
in
he's
2
totally
years. Like
washed,
he's
but-
been,
He had a
he's
solid year last
been
year.
their best. I mean, it's a low bar. He's been their best pass catcher they've had the last 2 seasons. Now, obviously, with them drafting Tet, and now I guess his mom doesn't like that.
and they
It's
have Xavier
Tetora-
Legette, too, who
Tetaroa?
maybe he'll
Tetaroa.
start.
Tetaroa, yeah.
Teteroa.
They got McMillan and they have
Mac.
Xavier Legette.
Xavier Legette, Jalen Coker. I mean, they've added some
like
young
the
guys,
Packers.
and then so
Yeah, they got
just
4
like the
wide
Packers.
receiver sixes.
yeah, but I think
think,
it could be interesting.
Doesn't Ted have a hammy or something right
Yeah,
now?
he's been.
Yeah.
You gotta love those soft tissue stuff.
Yeah.
Right before the season, that's what you want.
Yeah, I did draft Justin Jefferson in my other fantasy league.
Oh, nice.
So if he dies, I want credit for that.
If he dies,
Not actually
You're asking-
dies, okay?
You're
You
asking
don't-
the wrong fan
Yeah.
base.
Yeah, why would we? Why would we
I think
want
you
to?
should
I guess I want blame.
Yeah, it
for
would be your
that?
fault.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't like.
I want to be in the tweet about it.
Yeah,
and be
Paul
like,
Allen's
Kevin
gonna
did
talk
this.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is Kevin's fault.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere Kevin did this.
Yeah. If Justin Jefferson's dog gets sick and he starts driving at 140 miles an hour,
I don't think he has a dog.
I don't think Addison has a dog either.
Addison is. Addison is. But yeah, I think the Adam Thielen stuff that would be.
It's interesting.
It's interesting. I'd welcome it if it's like, if we're talking like day 3 stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it would have to
you
be a fourth is the absolute max.
Yeah,
and
like it would have to be a very late day 2, like a very very late day 2. Like if you think like we're gonna be giving up a late 4th,
should get him
sure,
Sam Howell,
and you get
know?
back like something else. All right, but I don't know. It would be nice because he obviously knows the system. I think the way he plays also, he instantly become a big red zone threat, and it'll help obviously for the first couple of weeks without Addison. So, especially with Naylor being all hurt and just dropping a lot of footballs in training camp. So that's not great. So he be as a receiver 3. That's fantastic. That's fine. That's
You
just
want
fine.
your receiver 3 dropping balls.
Yeah, you do. You really want.
They
that
call it
'cause
the Wicks
yeah,
position,
yeah,
the
they give a
W
lot of
receiver.
opportunity. Yeah. All right. Let's go into our floor ceiling predictions here, and so we will just be going down with the Vikings, the Packers, and the Bears. We're gonna
So
go.
are we starting with the Vikings then? You get home field advantage
Sure.
here. All right.
Sure. We'll start with the Vikings. So the goal of this, and I turn to Dustin when I say this, is
I figured
To
it
try-
out. I figured it out. Don't worry.
to try to have as small of a window as you can between your floor and ceiling. Make your house small. Try to keep it maybe even one floor.
Okay, so
one
I
story.
don't have that.
I mean,
Because I
Like,
feel
you
like that's
want-
disingenuous.
No, and
you want
I
a
think
decision on every
Yeah,
game.
otherwise it's just a number. Otherwise, it's just
yeah,
a record
I'm
prediction.
I'm going to be going through like the games and
Like, if it-
obviously like I'll identify ones that I'm like
Yeah.
we usually go like toss ups.
If anyone should have a wide window right now, I feel like it's you.
like it's the Bears also.
No,
The
because
Bears could be dog shit
because
again. and then they could be
JJ
good.
McCarthy could walk out there and be terrible, or he could walk out there and be great. We talked about this last week, so it's like that is, I think, the window right there. Your
Yeah, you have
floor
the
is
most
his worst
unproven
performance,
quarterback.
and your ceiling is his best performance.
Caleb Williams was not good last year.
But he's got
He
more.
showed that he can throw a football.
But
No,
we
we have
know
statistics.
But it's also a
more.
new regime.
we
but
have
we know more
statistics
about
on
what
Caleb
Caleb
Williams
Williams
can
is.
do
I
in the
suppose.
NFL.
Yeah.
I
It's
suppose
not a matter of is he good or bad. It's a matter of like the range
Wait, did
of
you just say
outcomes.
he had a
is
terrible
narrower.
season last year?
It was not very good. No,
It was fine.
it
You
was
were
not
talking
very
him
good.
up a lot last year. Not
I
like
was saying he wasn't the problem, but he wasn't also very good. Like he was a letdown compared to what his expectations
He didn't
were.
get 4,000
yeah, I
yards.
told you guys that when he got
that's,
drafted.
that's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
yeah.
That's the whole
I
thing.
knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, so I'm curious, Adam, how because I expected you to have a big window.
I don't have that big of a window.
I have a 5, 5, and 4 plus or minus window for all three teams.
I have
Yeah,
five games.
Because
I'm not
really, what
sure
we're
on.
trying to avoid for people that aren't familiar with the lore. Once upon a time, Dustin did his floor ceiling for the Bears, and he put every single game as a toss-up,
Yeah, except
for 2, and he had one loss that was to the Chiefs, who I think had just won the Super Bowl that year.
yeah.
So everything else, he had like 14 toss-ups, and so his floor was 2 and 15, and his ceiling was 16 and 1.
Yeah.
And the Bears went 0 and 2, and just immediately killed that ceiling or killed that floor.
And also important to note, these are when we say floor ceiling, we're still assuming like no catastrophic injuries to
Yeah.
happen. Like when we did this a couple years ago, we're like my floor wasn't Kirk Cousins is going to be lost for the season.
My,
like we're
my
not
floor was.
we're not doing that kind of thing. So we're going under the assumption that injuries are like turned off. Obviously, that's not going to be the case. No team gets fully healthy, but no season-ending, really impactful injuries that's going to be long-lasting. So everyone's
Obviously.
playing. So, all right.
That would be really shitty if I was just like, I predict everyone gets hurt in the Vikings and you guys lose every game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what's the fucking point of that?
So, little precursor. I gave the Vikings defense. I think I put them at where did I say 5 or 4? I
something
put
like
up there.
that,
I put them
yeah.
up top 5 defense.
Okay.
I think offensive weapons they have very very solid. Kevin O'Connell, great coach. Obviously won Coach of the Year. Playing at Minnesota has a good track record for the Vikings and our schedule. We have a couple of nice moments. Yes, we have to play the Ravens. Yes, we have to play, our division's going to be tough. We have, I guess, the Cowboys can be frisky. The Eagles, we all have to play.
Well, so the divisions that we all have to play because there's the NFC overlap.
Yeah, NFC East
We
and
have
AFC
to play
North.
the NFC East and the AFC North, and both of those divisions. I mean, I think the Cowboys are going to be better this year than they were last year.
They're
with a
like the
healthy
Bengals,
Dak
though.
and-
Like their defense could be a little troublesome.
yeah,
And run game. is
But
lack thereof.
last year we got like the NFC South and the AFC South or something like those are like the 2 worst divisions in football.
yeah,
So-
from a total standpoint, yeah.
Yeah. And then we all also get one team from the AFC West
Yeah.
corresponding to stuff. So there's a lot of overlap, but it doesn't look easy
No.
sitting here in August.
No, I mean like they're in the way I look at it, at least for the Vikings chunk, like the first half, there are a couple games that you can get out of the gates pretty solid, and then you get into your bye, and then you kind of hit kind of a tough little run there.
Yeah,
and then you get to end kind of you have a little regaining momentum stretch where you can. And obviously, there's some teams like the Seahawks. We have no idea how the Seahawks are going to be this year. They are very volatile, I feel like.
Yeah, there's some of that, but I was looking at your schedule. I definitely identified like a stretch right in the middle where
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, it's a lot kind of back
Yeah,
to back.
7 through 12 is my worst stretch.
Not 6 through 12?
Six
the
is our,
Eagles
six
in
is our
week
bye.
6.
6 is our bye.
Oh, I'm just thinking 6th game.
Yeah.
Okay,
7,
whatever.
week 7 through 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, with that, floor I kind of have. I'm going to go through the games, and then I have a little obviously the record, and then I'll give a little rationale.
Yeah. So let's go.
So week 1 at Chicago Monday night, I have that as a win. Until proven otherwise with the Bears, a completely new regime. Getting Ben Johnson at Chicago right away, I think, is an advantage for the Vikings. I'll gladly take that. I still think they're missing a lot of pieces, especially on the defensive side. And offense, they're going to take some time, I think, to gel, as we've seen in the preseason.
I don't know. They
Are
gelled
you
pretty
going to
good.
get mad if
Against
I call
Bills
this one
and
a
the
toss up?
Chiefs.
No, I don't. I'm not.
Because-
I'm in this. I'm not going to identify like. I'll maybe say a toss up, but I literally wrote like win, loss, and then the other ones I have just flipped a couple. Like I'll say which ones.
Oh,
you
you
know.
say which ones?
I'm
went
not
back and forth?
necessarily
Okay.
saying this is a toss up. Like
Because I mean, this is a primetime football
yeah,
game.
division games obviously I think are all going to be
Divisional primetime.
Yeah.
Brand new regime in Chicago. Second year quarterback in Williams, and a brand new, essentially rookie quarterback in
Yep.
JJ McCarthy.
Yep.
I mean, this is going to be fun to watch for me. I hope it's 6-3. I hope it's really bad, but like, there's a lot of chaos baked into that opener right now.
Yeah. Then we host the Falcons on Sunday night, back-to-back primetime games. I have that as a win. I think the Falcons are a interesting spot. I think Michael Penix is going to throw the ball a shit ton,
What about when he gets hurt and Kirk has to come back?
but their
in?
defense is I don't think they really did anything. Yeah, they drafted 2 guys in the first round, but they were kind of like projects that they
Yeah.
drafted, and I don't know.
But what if
We'll see.
he gets hurt and Kirk comes in, gets the revenge?
It's going to be worse than it was last year, I think, probably with Kirk. His
Okay.
performance. I mean, I don't think Kirk's really
That
got
Achilles
much
is only
start.
getting more healed.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
that arm
he's
is not.
He's probably so mobile
Maybe
now.
he needs a surgery on the arm.
And then we host the Bengals. I have that as a loss. I do think the Bengals defense will be trash again this year, but I'm gonna put that down as a loss.
That's
And
a
if I
40-35 loss.
If
Yeah,
I
and you
get
won't
if I
have
get
Jordan Addison
surprised
yet.
if I get surprised
True.
on that one, I'll be very happy. But yeah, then we travel overseas, play the first game in Dublin at the Steelers. I have that as a win.
That sounds kind of sick.
Yeah.
Like Dublin,
Yeah.
so much cooler than London.
Yeah. And so then we're actually over there for 2 weeks because then we get the next one is at the Browns in London. I have that as a win.
I guess you guys are 1-0 against not Packer Aaron Rodgers because the Jets
Correct.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also just think their offense, I don't know, they have DK Metcalf. They're gonna have weeks where it looks great, and there's gonna be weeks where they're like pissed off at each other. And it's just Arthur Smith being like, what the hell?
I think that you would rather play the Steelers towards the end of the year though than at the beginning because I feel like it's going to percolate for a few weeks. You know, like I don't think they're
Fair.
going to blow up by
But
week 4.
It's gonna need time for them to, because Rodgers is a guy like he needs people to read his mind. That's why like
Yeah.
Devontae was so great with him because he's like he knows where he wants me to be.
Yeah.
Or like where
And he
I
had a
should
Taco
be.
Bell in
And
his house.
DK is not that kind of a receiver.
Yeah.
DK does not meld his mind with his quarterback.
DK could be a good reader. You don't know.
Sure.
Of minds.
Sure. And then we have our bye. Then we host the Eagles week 7. I have that as a loss. Then we travel to LA Chargers, take on them on Thursday night. A little Harbaugh McCarthy matchup. I have this as a loss. I get the sensei, takes down his old student in this one. Then we are at Detroit. This is our rough little stretch here. At Detroit, I have that as a loss. I do think Detroit will take a step back. I think they are going to be really much like missing their coordinators big time, but they're still a very good roster.
I'm sorry, you said versus Eagles is a loss.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just want to
have
make sure.
Week 7,
was
week
Googling.
8, week 9, so far all losses. Week 10, hosting the Ravens, which Paige and I will be at that game. I have this as a loss. Again,
As you should.
As I should. It's if I'm wrong, I'll be pleasantly surprised. Spoiler: I don't have this as a win in my ceiling. I think the Ravens will be one of the best teams this year. So, spoiler ahead for who I think was going to win the AFC North. Week 11, then we're back on the win train, hosting Chicago. I have that as a win.
The head shake.
Sure, you guys won 3 games last year. So
No, we didn't. We won more than that.
did you?
Did they?
Yeah, we won like 5.
Okay.
We started out 4
me
and
Google.
2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, then you lost
Yeah,
10
we-
games in a row.
Yeah, we won 5.
That's right.
Yeah, you went 5-12.
Okay.
Put some respect
All
on
right.
his name.
Come on.
All right.
We're not that
If you
bad.
just add,
You won 3.
if you just
the year
add
before.
9 games to that, his team won as many games as your team
Yeah,
did.
exactly. You had a 10-game losing streak.
You just
so
flip that losing streak.
until
his team beats your
until
team.
that's proven otherwise.
You were one 10-game streak away from being 3rd in the division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, and then week 12 at Green Bay. I have this as a loss. Last year we did sweep you guys, but
So I
in
feel
the
like
last handful of years it's been splitting.
I feel like
so-
there's a not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. Where it's like when it comes to the Lions and the Vikings, I know that I basically just split
Yeah.
in my prediction every year because I just don't want to say sweep, and I'm not going to say what happens to the Bears in my predictions this year. But the Bears I feel different about. The Lions and Vikings I do respect as football teams.
What do you, dude? You guys have had like the worst record the last like decade. Like, well, you're right up there with like the Jets and the Browns.
Especially against the Packers. You're like
we
2
beat you
and
guys.
45.
We're 1-0 in the last 2 or 1.
Oh, in the last two.
two.
You would be 2-0 in the last 2
We
if it weren't
should
for
be,
that
yeah.
block. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm counting that as a win.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
No one else will.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
hacking
not.
into the NFL
Sure.
records and I'm changing it.
Okay.
All right, so
week 13
13
at Seattle.
Yep.
I have this as a win. We normally don't win at Seattle, but that was the
Yeah.
Pete Carroll Seahawks. We won at Seattle last year,
You,
and this
you
is
don't
Darnold.
think that the fuck shit will remain in Seattle because these were always fuck shit games.
Last year really wasn't.
I don't know.
It wasn't.
Okay.
I mean, I just think Darnold. We saw the best with Darnold, I think, last year, and I think he will be fine. I don't think he's going to be anything what he was last year in terms of numbers.
Oh my God, it's Darnold revenge game.
It is.
I just
I
figured
just
that
said
out.
his name like 4 times.
Yeah, no, and that's I got it the
It
4th
just
time.
clicked.
Yeah, it was like, wait a minute.
So
Hang
you got
on.
Darnold. Who knows what Cooper Cup will be playing at that point? This in week 13 of
Oh,
the
no,
season.
JSN baby.
Don't know. Kenneth Walker, maybe he's playing. I don't know. I actually kind of hope he is because Charbonnet I think is scarier than Kenneth Walker.
I don't know. I feel like they're pretty close.
Kenneth Walker. Anytime that like Charbonnet would come in though, he was insane. Like he was
Yeah,
fresh
fresh legs.
fresher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have week 14 hosting the Commanders. I have this as a loss. I do think the Commanders. I don't know. I've been kind of noodling if I thinking about a hot take.
The
with
vibes
them.
are weird.
I got a hot take with them, but I think for the floor, I'm putting this as a
we
loss.
didn't talk about Brian Robinson Jr. got traded.
Oh yeah, Brian Robinson Jr. is now he's gone.
He's
on the
CMC's backup now. Yeah.
He seems he's back up. So
Which was like rumored to be happening, and now their starting running back is question mark.
Ja'Cory.
It's either Ja'Cory
Bill,
or
baby.
it's it's
Come on, Bill.
It's either Bill
Krusty Merritt.
Eckler or I think Chris Rodriguez is there too.
Yeah, those are
and
their
like
guys.
Bill has the hype and the
Yeah.
memes, but like nobody knows.
Yeah. And then Terry, they're still waiting on that extension, right? I don't think they've got
No, they don't have it. He's still holding out
So
or
they're still-
holding in,
so
or
they're
he's
still
holding
at-
somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's holding something. So I have that as a loss. Week 15 at Dallas, Sunday Night Football. I have this as a win because I think Dallas, they're going to be like the Bengals last year where they're going to throw a bunch because they don't have a run game unless
Correct.
Jaden Blue is something.
Javonte Williams slander will not be tolerated on this show.
And then you have isn't Miles Sanders, but like Miles Sanders has been hurt. I think Javonte Williams is dealing with something. And then it's Jaden Blue.
Yeah.
And then George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and then Ferguson and with Dak.
Yeah.
Their offensive line is kind of all right. Their defense is
The Saints
not great, especially if
Jumbotron-
Michael Parsons is not playing. It's
Yeah.
not great. It's
Sorry, I'm
not-
getting distracted. The Saints Jumbotron is going full born again over here. It's like really Jesus-y.
So I have that as a win, and then we are at New York taking on the Giants. I have this as a win.
As you should.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
is what it is.
It'll be
then-
Jameis by then, though.
It could be, but I also think I don't know. That's fine. I'm not really scared.
They'll
of
probably
any
do
of
what the
those
Raiders did last year and just switch back and forth all year.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, between
Jackson
Jameis,
Dart.
Jackson Dart, and Russell. And then week 17, and also who knows what Neighbor's status will be at that point because you know he's
Still got the foot.
he got the foot. He always gets hurt because he's reckless.
They run him into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we were hosting Detroit on Christmas. I have this as a win. Like you said, division gate, like these two, I just kind of pencil in his splits. I just take the home wins and the away losses, and
Yeah.
if hopefully I get pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's a safe choice to make.
Yeah, and then we are.
I may have predicted that the Packers would sweep the Vikings last year, so it's like sometimes it doesn't work. You know, you don't want to.
And then hosting Week 18, hosting the Packers. I have this as a win because nice little run.
Yeah,
because
because we'll be resting our starters at that point. Yeah.
So that gives us a record of 10-7, and
Floor
as the floor because we won 14 games last year.
with the
With a really good defense still, like I already mentioned, McCarthy gets off to a solid start, but runs into a bit of a wall in the middle of the season before going on a run to finish the year to snag a wild card spot. I think that little run, because if you take away those four wins, we're 6-7.
So if you guys
So
get
at
a
that
wild
point, you're
card,
like, you
then
think
who,
you
who
think
wins the
he-
division? The Lions?
Don't know yet. We're not doing that.
You
this,
think
this
he
episode.
you think he can come back from losing that many games in a row and not let it get to his
He
head?
didn't lose that many in a row. I mean, he lost.
Well, in that stretch though, we haven't seen him really on a
four.
losing program ever.
That's correct.
So he's a winner, is what you're saying.
Well, he
based
was
the
on winning
program.
teams.
Yeah.
So that means he's a winning quarterback.
Programmatically.
He wasn't the number one guy in Michigan.
He literally was.
No.
He wasn't the most talented
Blake
football
Corum
player.
was.
Is that what you're saying?
Blake Corum was. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
And
So,
the defense.
And then the ceiling wise, I only flipped a couple games. Which ones did I flip here? Let's see if I can identify. The Chargers, I did flip that. I said the Padawan gets the revenge on that one.
Okay.
So we'll take that. And then I also flipped the Commanders. I flipped that one, so that's a win there. And there's one more. Where am I missing you?
So you're up to 12-5.
Where am I missing you? Where am I missing you? This is good radio. Good.
Why didn't you just write WL or
I
T?
did. I'm trying to identify it here. I see what you're saying with that. But
Yeah.
I said Commanders. I said
Was it the Bengals?
Chargers.
No, he has the Bengals as a loss.
Was
still.
it the Eagles? Was it one of the Lions
Four.
games?
No, right. I wrote the wrong number down. I 12-5. I was like, I counted.
So
it
your floor is 10-7, your ceiling is 12-5.
wrong. Correct.
I think that's outrageous.
Okay. Ceiling wise, McCarthy in the offense hit the ground running, but have an up and down stretch, like I said, between the weeks 7 and 12, but find their rhythm again and close the season on a 6-game winning streak and a division title.
Okay. Would you like to hear what we have? Dustin, have you even been doing it?
I'm just gonna go down the list and I'll tell you what I think.
Well, just think about a total number because I'm not going to go down the whole list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That would be then we'd have to do this 9 times.
Floor and ceiling.
Yeah.
What were you? I mean, you could
Just
just
go off 5. Just
go
give
off
me a
fives.
number. So I did it.
Yeah,
I
there you
actually gamed it out here. For the Vikings, I have the ceiling at 11-6. I have the floor at 6-11. So I have 5 toss-ups baked in there. I gave you guys losses to the Bengals, Eagles, Chargers, Ravens, and Seahawks, and 1 Packers, which I feel like is pretty fair. And then toss-ups, I said that first game against the Bears, I put as a toss-up because that's maximum chaos. The Steelers, the Aaron Rodgers-led Steelers, across the pond. The Lions game that you're hosting would be a toss-up, and then the Commies and Cowboys, I would call those toss-ups. So I tried to be objective as much as possible.
You hate McCarthy, so I'm not surprised by
Well, but
your
this is
before-
saying that if
by the floor.
McCarthy is like
You think he's going to be
good-
really bad? It's okay. You
no,
think he's going to be really
no,
bad?
because you're trying
That's just
you're
fine.
trying to manifest a reverse jinx out of
No,
me.
I'm not. You have been very much, for the most part, I guess your standard of biting your tongue on
And
it.
he's-
But
and he-
you think you really so want to say McCarthy sucks so bad.
Well,
I
and
know it.
And
I can
it
feel
sounds to me like you are saying that he's going to be awesome. If
I think he's
his
gonna be good.
Floor is 11-6.
I think he's going to be good. Yes. As long as Kevin O'Connell's his coach, yes. And he's throwing to Justin Jefferson, absolutely think he's going to be good.
All right, I have it.
Yes.
My ceiling is 9 and 8. And my floor is 4 and 13.
Oh, it's going to be fun when that floor gets smashed. It's going to
Dustin,
be
I love it.
great. It's going to be so fun.
I think I feel good because now I'm in between, you know?
Funny because he's going to be like, for the Packers, to be like, I'm going to have their floor be 10-7 and the ceiling be 14-3.
It's funny because you don't know what I have written down for the
No,
Packers.
him.
Oh.
Him.
Oh.
Because he's backwards.
Yeah.
He should be like hating the Packers more, but he doesn't. He's like, that's where, because like he's not
Maybe
a
it's
real.
just because I'm so likable.
Because he's not a real Bears fan. That's why.
To be a real Bears fan, you have to hate the Packers above all else.
Yeah.
Are we doing the Packers
Yes.
next, or are we doing the
That's-
Bears next?
If you ask any Bears fan,
Little
that's
brother
what it
mentality
is.
right
Cor-
there.
That's what the Bears fans say. They like look at the Packers.
Maybe they should
It's a
stop.
massive thing. They should. But
But I feel like you do that too, though.
I don't know,
right?
right now, we're
I
kind
hate-
of the Packers'
I hate
big
all the
brother.
teams in
But
the
who do you
last
hate the
time.
most?
well, because you guys, for my lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
were better than the Bears and
I
the
don't.
Lions.
I don't need a couch of it though. Just like who is it?
I mean, it's the
It's
Packers.
the Packers. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so who do we want to do next? Do you want to do Bears or do you want to do Packers?
Do
next?
Packers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going through the Packers schedule here, I have it also broken out week by week. I don't have like a lot to say on each week. I got a couple things that are interesting to point out. So we open up hosting the Lions in week 1.
Yep.
And I actually really like this because I feel like this stacks an advantage. You're at home, which should be an advantage. And the Lions are in their first game post every coach not named Dan Campbell.
Sure.
So you're really never going to get the Lions more on their back foot, hopefully, than they are in this game, where they're kind of testing out new schemes on both sides of the ball in a hostile environment. As part of that, I did have this game down as a win. And also my every other home away
As your
split
floor?
rule.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say toss up, and then that's how I'm going to get to my numbers. So then game number 2, we have we're hosting the Commanders. Thank God we're hosting, and we don't have to go play in the death trap that is FedEx. But this is a primetime game.
Jaden Daniels made it.
Jaden Daniels,
He
yeah,
survived.
hopefully he keeps that luck going. Primetime game, Jaden Daniels. I wouldn't put it past one of our DBs to start, yelling at people in the crowd or something like that. I have this one as a toss-up, partly because I don't know how good the Commanders are going to be this year. Kind of like you, I'm getting like weird vibes from them. So I truly just don't know. I thought about that one for a minute, and I couldn't land on a firm yes or no. Then week 3, we have we are at the Browns. I have this one as a win. I think the Browns are going to be kind of a mess this year.
Sure.
Week 4 at the Cowboys. I have this one as a win as well because the Packers are like damn near undefeated at Jerry World in the last like 15 years. Like it's creepy and weird that they're so good because ever since they won the Super Bowl there in 2010, like Rodgers won there like 5 of 6 times. We had the playoff game a couple of years ago. We had like a Matt Flynn game sprinkled in there somewhere with a massive comeback. It's like for some reason there's the Jared Cook playoff game. There's so many that like I can't think of a time when we went to Jerry World and we lost. So maybe they'll put curtains up or something that'll just ruin it.
No.
But they would never.
Can't.
It's just
Only for concerts.
tear the whole stadium down at that point. So that one's a win. Then we have our bye, week 5, which is early for a bye, but honestly, I don't really get too hung up on the bye weeks because it's like, yeah, I'd probably rather have one later, but people are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt. It's not worth getting upset about. So week 5 bye, week 6, we are hosting the Bengals. This one's a toss-up. The Bengals are a glass cannon football team. You have to beat them in a track meet. I don't know. We get home field advantage, but could go either way. Let's see, what are we on here? 7, we are at the Cardinals.
Yep.
Calling this one a win. I don't think the Cardinals have done anything on offense to make me afraid of them this year. Kyler looked like hot garbage last year.
Marvin got jacked.
Wasn't he already
No,
jacked?
he's really jacked now. That's
All
what
right,
you need in
well,
a receiver.
Shit, yeah. I
Big
guess.
biceps.
Yeah, DK Metcalf's the best receiver of all time. I have that one as a win. I don't think the Cardinals are there yet. Then we have at Steelers. This one's a toss-up because we'll have Aaron Rodgers voodoo to like have beaten all 32 NFL teams, the same way that Brady basically got to escape Foxborough as a Buck that one time on like a last-second field goal after he played like shit the whole game. So that one's toss-up. Versus Panthers, that's a win. Don't think the Panthers are going to be that good. Versus the Eagles. So we get to host the Eagles in prime time in week 10. This is a loss.
Okay.
I don't see it. I think the Eagles are probably the most complete roster in the NFL, barring any sort of injury or things like that, which we're not factoring into this. Even at home, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
So then we have Week 11 at Giants. That's a win. Close to a toss-up if Jameis is playing, but right now.
Sure.
Then we have versus Vikings. So we have hosting the Vikings. That's a win. We'll get. I'll get to the L at the end of the season, and for the to go 50-50 there. At Lions is a loss. Hosting the Bears is a win. Let's see. At Broncos is a toss-up. I could see the Broncos maybe being sneaky good this year.
You're a big believer.
I'm a big believer. Sean Payton's a genius.
You love
Doesn't have
digging
a
dunks.
butthole mouth.
Yeah.
Big Kevin James fan, honestly. I'm a big fan of Bounty paper towels. All right, and then at Bears, toss-up.
Oh, thanks. Kevin.
Yeah. So not a sweep for sure.
He's only saying that
Okay,
because
yeah.
he's like, this is Kevin's way of reverse jinxing, so he
No,
doesn't. So
I
when
would-
they do sweep, he's like, oh, I
would
I
never.
said they could win.
I would never do that. I would never do that to Dustin. That one's a toss-up.
Have
Late
some
in the,
conviction,
Late in
come
the
on.
season, I mean, who knows? Maybe the Packers are resting their starters in Week 16. Who could tell?
We're seeing stars in week 16.
Yeah, maybe we're just undefeated at that point. Yeah. Then we have on the road playing the Ravens. That is a loss. And then we have at the Vikings to end the season, calling it a loss.
Wow.
So splitting against the Vikings, splitting against the Lions,
Splitting against the Bears.
and
Possibly.
1.5 against the Bears, right? A win and a toss-up. So all that put together, that puts the Packers' floor at 8-9, and their ceiling is 13-4. I think that's pretty reasonable. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
I had their floor at 9-8, so I have their floor better.
So you're a bigger Packer fan than I am.
You are the big on like the reverse jinxing of it. So you're like, I'm going to say they have a losing record, and then you'll be
Adam,
like, oh look,
we
they
have a
got it.
show. I have to talk into a microphone about this team. I don't know what you want me to do.
Packers, I think in the floor situation, if I like going through it, there's never any like serious run. Like they'll get a couple wins, but then they'll lose. They'll get a couple wins, kind of just like
But there's
it's
also
hard
not like
to
a
get
run of
momentum going.
losses that you can
Right, but that's what
find,
I'm saying. So that's where I'm like, it ends being 9-8, so it's hard to build some momentum there. And I think a lot of that in this situation, the pass catchers struggle a little to take the next step. Matthew Golden takes a little bit more.
Matthew Golden had a cool catch
He did have a cool catch.
in preseason week 3.
Dontavian Wicks is still Dontavian Wicksing. Jaden Reed is not used.
It's a
all that
horrible
kind of
thing to
stuff.
say about a person that he's still Dontavian Wixing. That's
Yeah.
just so rude of you.
Defense doesn't come away with as many turnovers as they did last year, and then the team kind of ends the season on a 3-game sputter at 9-8, and probably most likely that would mean missing the playoffs. Even with the
So-
7, unless it's like tiebreakers.
So a 9-8 floor.
Mm-hmm.
What's the ceiling?
Ceiling, I have them going 12-5 as well. So I
So
think
really, you're just one in both directions from my window here. Like 8-9, 13-4, 9-8, 12-5.
yeah, because I'm trying to have it as tight to windows as possible.
Okay.
I think in this one,
Sorry, my window's too loose for you.
yeah, it's real
I'm
loose
trying to
over
hit
there.
my window, so mine
but
are a little
I
bigger.
don't think we window shame on this show.
we window shame in this exercise. Packers start off the season strong on the back of Josh Jacobs with Matthew Golden making an impact early to help the pass game. Good back half of the season to clinch them a playoff spot while also vying for a tight division title. So that's what I have for the
Okay.
ceiling.
Beautiful. Dustin, how about you?
I have the floor at 6-11.
Okay.
I think you guys are
It's a
really.
it's a little rude, but it's,
Well, I mean,
I
think
would-
about
I
it.
want Dustin to do like a full season predictor
pick every game?
and to see because his I don't
like, do
think
the
his
playoff machine, but
I
for
don't
every game.
think when he thinks of the records, I don't think he realizes there's a lot of the butterfly effect happening, obviously. So I don't think the numbers will always work.
I don't think his numbers would always work.
No,
I don't know, we'll see how Bo Melton
They're just
does in the
so
second
wild.
game.
Unless the
like-
Lions and the Bears both have a great season. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. So
I don't
okay,
know.
okay.
C-
So
continue.
6-11.
Continue.
How about the ceiling? 16-1.
11-6.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I had 6 wins and 6 losses.
And then
As
there's-
What was your
things.
Viking? How big was it?
You guys were. Oh god, I didn't write it down.
Do you erase it?
No, I just never wrote it down.
He was
I just did the
he was
math
just
in my
spitballing totally
I did the math in
stream
my
of
head, and
You said
I
consciousness.
like
wanted to be
4
more
wins,
prepared.
didn't you? Like
Yeah, it was
4
4 and
then-
13,
oh, you
and
said
then 9
8,
and 8 or 8 and 9.
Yeah,
or
so it was a
something like that.
5 game
5 and 5 so far.
stretch. Yeah. All right, Dustin, let's get to the Bears. All right.
Well,
yeah.
Let's see if he gets the assignment.
I've got the opener as a win.
Okay.
I think at home against the Vikings, I don't think they lose this one. I think the Vikings are going to need just as much time as the Bears are to figure out their system.
Okay.
And I
That's
think
true,
home
and
field
we didn't-
advantage is going to give them the upper hand.
We didn't talk about J.J. McCarthy hasn't played a live rep since preseason week 1.
And he's never played a
Single
regular
drive.
season live
Also,
rep.
he's also been having the same system though his entire NFL span. So
But he's never
he's
played
not
it.
having to learn a new playbook.
His entire
ever.
NFL
But he's never-
span?
But I'm saying, but
played
like Caleb Williams having to
regular
learn a
season
brand new
snap.
offense, brand new language,
Yeah.
all of that. Like
I'm just saying, if you're trying to hold up J.J. McCarthy's NFL span, which was nothing
he's not having.
last
This is
year.
all he. The only language he knows is Kevin O'Connell's offense. So that's. I don't think it's going to need.
I thought,
but we haven't
for a
seen
second
how
I
it's
thought you were
run
going to imply that Michigan
find-
used the
we'll
same
find out. We'll
offensive
find out in a
system, and they
couple weeks.
100% did not.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay, so Dustin, that's a W.
Yep.
Okay,
Lions week 2, I have also a win. I think they're going to
at
come
Lions.
out. Yes, I think they're going to come out of the
This
gates.
is your floor.
Well, no, he's doing
I don't
a
have a
toss up
floor
like
team.
me.
I'm just
Yeah.
telling you if I
Yeah.
have
Okay,
toss-ups
so
or
this
not.
is not even a toss up.
No, these are
Neither of these are
these are
toss-ups.
scheduled
I think
wins.
they're gonna struggle so much at the beginning of the year trying to figure out what their identity
He's
is.
a big Ben Johnson
Right,
guy.
right.
Yeah, I think they're really
Ben
gonna
Johnson,
have a hard time.
honestly,
Coach for him.
it's not the craziest because it's like if Ben Johnson is really that important, then the Bears would beat the Lions.
He
right?
hates Dan
Like,
Campbell.
yeah.
He
Okay.
thinks Dan Campbell's a bum.
As an
among us?
actual coach, yes, I think he's a hype guy. He should be a
Cheerleader.
He literally just needs to be like a motivational speaker.
It's crazy. Everyone's getting mad about the Vikings boy cheerleaders, but like the Lions have had one
Lions
this
have
whole
had one
time.
the whole
His name's Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
They give him a lot
He's
more money.
way
than the
uglier,
Vikings.
too.
Can you imagine Dan Campbell like doing a sassy walk
Oh God.
with the pom poms? Oh my God! All right, Dustin, keep going.
All right, well, Cowboys week 3, I have this also a win. I think the Bears are going to start out hot again. They did last year.
Where do they lose 10 games in a row?
they're not going to.
Show me the loss. Okay, so you're
I don't
3-0.
have faith in the Cowboys
You are
at all.
3-0.
Yep. I've got us losing to the Raiders.
What?
Yeah. I have a lot of faith in the Raiders this year. I think
He's a big
Genty,
guy.
dude. It's all Genty.
I don't know. I don't think our I
They
don't,
don't
think
have a
our
defense.
but I don't think our defense is going to be able to stop
Genty?
Genty and Bowers.
Okay.
So I think at some point they're going to
Jacoby
beat
Myers,
us.
too,
They're
dude.
going to beat us somewhere.
Sleep on Jacob.
So, you don't think your defense will be able to stop Ashton Genty, who's a rookie that has never played a single snap in the NFL, and Brock Bowers, who's a second-year guy, but you'll have no problems with Justin Jefferson, T.J. Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, any of that?
They're not that good.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I mean it's easier for a running back to come into the league and like know what they're going to do compared to a quarterback.
How's their offensive line?
It'll
What did
be
Genty
fine.
do in his first preseason game?
I don't know. I didn't
Was it
watch
3 carries for -1?
It was not great.
Okay.
We don't care about the preseason though.
All right.
Oh, we don't now. Okay.
Well, Dustin, but you guys beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Dustin,
matter.
keep us rolling here.
All right, I've
3-1.
got a toss up against the Commanders here.
Does it depend on whether or not your DB turns around on the Hail Mary?
Yeah, that was the word. That's
that-
what started the 10
was
game
that
losing
in
streak.
that was in Washington?
Yeah, it's
right?
also
yeah,
at Washington
so that's
again.
the same exact.
in prime time.
How many times do you think they're gonna fucking show that on the broadcast?
Stevenson's
Well,
on the
he is
team?
still on the team.
Oh God, is he
Yeah.
playing? Does he play?
I think he's still.
I think he is.
I think he's still one of our.
I think he's a
our-
DB.
our-
He's a safety.
he's
Oh
one
my
of our
gosh, yeah,
starters.
he's a starting safe. He's a starting corner. He's a starting corner.
Oh, they're gonna show that 100 times.
So hopefully they were able to kind of rein him in a little bit. Like, hey, don't show up before the game's over.
Yeah, yeah. You like to have to say that.
So
All right,
yeah,
Dustin,
I've got
keep,
that one
keep
as
us
a toss
going.
up. Then I've got a W against the Saints.
That's
I
actually
think that's,
fair.
Yeah, I think you guys can.
I don't.
agree on
I have
that
no
one.
issue with that.
I got a loss against the Ravens.
Also, no issue.
Yep, loss against the Bengals.
Okay.
I got a W against the Giants. I don't think it matters who's at quarterback there.
That's kind of fair, and that's still probably primo Russ territory. But that's like Russ hot seat territory.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't think he's.
I could see them switching even before that.
Honestly, I think
I mean,
you
that's
get.
like
I think
halfway
you
through
get
the year.
Russ. I get Jameis, and like Adam might get Jackson Dart.
Combo.
Yeah.
All right, and then the Vikings, I've got this one a toss up
Okay.
because
Wow,
you don't
I'm
really know. I
shocked.
mean, it's hard to play in Minneapolis.
Yeah, they got that
it's-
stupid fucking
They got
horn.
their north their
They
north,
put that they put that lid on their
elements.
stadium because they don't think that they can keep they need all the crowd noise to stay in there. They don't trust them.
Well, and
to
they
Don't
be
know-
Packer
loud.
fans never stand up?
They
Aren't
know
always
that
like
the
yelling at people to
Bears-
sit
No,
down.
there's several old
They know the
ones that
Bears and
don't,
Packers are
but
used to playing in the cold, but or not maybe super cold.
It's
at
also
this
it's
point, but
bleachers, so if you stand up, you might lose your seat. You know, it's
I
very
think they're
it's
thinking
very
that
poorly
these teams
delineated.
that are playing in the cold already
Yeah.
aren't going to be used to playing inside, and it's going to throw them off. That's their game plan.
Week
Yeah.
11 won't be that cold.
It'll be
Se-
kinda
70
cold.
degrees and no wind, they won't know how to deal with
Week 11's
that.
not gonna be that bad.
But yeah, I got that one as a toss-up. 'Cause
Okay.
You don't know. Maybe
Okay.
maybe J.J. McCarthy turns it on. Maybe he does.
Okay, I desperately need you to get to the next one because I want to hear what you say.
Steelers, I got a W.
Really?
Yeah.
You think
Lose
Aaron Rodgers is going to come into Soldier Field and lose
Yes, I do.
to the Bears?
I don't think they're going to be very good this year.
Do you think he's going to yell at the crowd?
I hope he does. I hope he starts off talking a lot of shit, doing his little belt down double check.
I don't know if he's done the belt in a long
I don't know. Maybe he will
No,
because
I mean,
he did
it's-
it a lot to the Bears.
Well, actually,
So
or no,
maybe he'll-
because the belt is Super Bowl MVP because he's gotten an MVP in the last however many years, but yeah, Super Bowl was a minute ago. All right, so that's a win.
Then I've got the Eagles a loss.
Okay, thank God.
You thought I was going to go with that
I
one?
was worried.
Thanksgiving.
All
I
right,
don't know, we would need a lot of injuries on the Eagles to have that switch.
you need a plane to crash.
Packers, I have this one as a W.
At the Packers.
Yeah.
Dustin's flying so fucking high right
Dude,
now.
it's-
these are okay.
We're going to be good this year.
Okay.
Replay that.
Win
clip
against the
for
Browns.
last
Be good
4
this
I got to win
years.
against the Browns.
Okay.
This next Packers, I have split.
You split the one that is in Chicago?
I don't think I looked at where it was.
Okay, so you're giving yourself 1.5 against the Packers, which, to
Yep.
be fair, is what I did against your team. So
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Because I think you guys, I think you guys will be better than the Vikings, but
Okay.
you still don't know. Maybe
Okay.
you guys will have a shitty year.
Okay.
So you have the Vikings going fourth in division, no matter what.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I didn't do the floor seal on Alliance, so
Look,
I
he
can't tell
he
you
hasn't
that.
done all the experiments yet. He's in the lab still. He's
So now
figuring
what are we? We're
The fact that he
49ers?
didn't instantly say he's like, oh wait, this might not be exactly.
yeah,
what I
we're at
want.
49ers, Dustin. A prime
At
time 49ers.
Last game of the year.
I've
last
got
regular
this
season
one.
game.
I've got this one as a toss-up
Okay.
because you don't know what's going to happen.
The Brock
here.
Lobster.
I mean, everyone thought they were going to be really good last year.
Yeah.
Didn't pan out.
Yeah.
And I know they haven't really added a lot of people to
No,
help.
they've lost people.
Yeah,
actually.
so I think we got a shot here.
Okay.
And then I got the last game against the Lions. I've got a toss-up.
So where does that leave you?
I've got a floor of 8-9 and a ceiling of 13-4.
Okay. I mean, it's not 16-1. You've done yourself a
Yeah,
favor
I
by
improved.
setting the expectations.
I
very
improved.
low.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
So in terms of what I had for the Bears, I had a floor of 5-12 and a ceiling of 9-8. I don't think you guys are gonna be worse than you were last year. That 5-12 mark is still consistent, and I think that you do struggle being in a division that projects to be competitive. I think I gave you losses against the Cowboys, the Ravens, Bengals, Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers once. So really, I think the only one you dispute there, and the only one that I feel maybe tentative about, is the Steelers, but it's the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Yeah, I just
He
don't.
owns
I don't see
your
them.
franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not his old self.
He's married.
Is that confirmed?
He
by
said,
more
he said
than,
it was.
by more than him.
Something else.
By
we
more
could-
than him, though.
I mean, we haven't found.
'Cause I could say I'm
we
married.
haven't found the lucky lady yet, but
Yeah.
she's out there somewhere.
somewhere.
Yeah,
She's somewhere.
she goes to a different school.
Yeah.
Adam, what about you?
All right, floor. So I guess I couldn't remember if they were in 5 games or 4 games or 3 games last year. So I have their floor at 4-13. This is just on the notion of Ben Johnson getting off to a rough start as Caleb struggles a bit to like adjusting to actually playing within structure because that's not how he likes to play. He's usually a chaos agent.
Yeah.
So the defense shows occasional flashes, but not nearly enough. Very big letdown for year 1 of the Ben Johnson era, with people starting to whisper if he could become the next Adam Gase. That's ominous.
Does that mean the Lions are gonna be good though?
Not
Because
necessarily.
if he's not the secret
some
sauce,
guys are really good coordinators. Some guys are not good as the good head
'cause
coaches.
I worry that you and I are doing a little like have your cake, eat it too, where we're like, well, the Lions are going to be ass because Ben.
No,
Johnson
I don't think the
left,
Lions
but
are
also
going to be
the Bears
ass.
are going to suck.
I don't think. I
even
think
though
the
they
Lions
have
are
Ben
going
Johnson.
to take a step back. They're still going to be a good team. Like it's going to be a tough out against them all the time until like as long as they have the players on their team.
Adam,
Like you know.
we need hot takes. We can't. People are watching.
Okay.
Can't be
Just
like,
wait
"Oh,
till we get to the predictions.
I think they'll be in the middle.
Until we get to the predictions. My ceiling, I have them also 9-8. So the Ben Johnson era gets off to a blazing start, having them go 5-1 through 7 weeks, but they stall out a bit as the schedule gets tougher and teams adjust. Bears still finish the season with a winning record, but miss the playoffs and gives the fans a bit of a bittersweet taste, as it was a huge improvement, but still feel like they collapsed going 4-7 to finish the season, being like what could have been, but excitement I think for the future. So. You know.
Also, we didn't take into account Virginia or lack thereof. You know,
Yeah, what's
maybe
that
she
gonna
was
do?
the problem.
Maybe. Or what if they reach an all-new low without her?
Yeah, maybe she was the only thing holding it all
Yeah,
together.
yeah, like who knows? They can bottom out.
She was Hodor just holding the
Yeah.
door on the Bears.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I asked Paige. She gave me your Vikings floor 9-8, ceiling 13-4. Pretty similar. Packers floor. She put 7-10. Ceiling 12-5.
Okay.
So
Pretty big window.
That's
matches yours.
honestly, it's
It's a
a
big
it's
window,
a fucking
Adam.
gigantic window.
and then Bears. She had 6-11 as the floor, 10-7 as the ceiling. So
All right, we got a little more respect from Paige.
Yeah.
That's good.
Paige kind of knows ball. I've always said that.
Yeah.
Depending on which take we're talking about.
you always say it.
Yeah,
you always say
I always say that I'm lukewarm on Paige's ball knowing ability.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay, I think that that does it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, we're gonna do.
I want to ask you a question though to wrap up.
Sure.
Kind of bookend with the news here. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most,
If you
How-
ask me how worried I am about JJ getting hurt,
how
I'm not gonna.
depressed are you going to be if via whatever mechanism it takes, benching or whatever, if Carson Wentz is your quarterback?
Like starting
Yeah.
about the same as you'd be if Malik Willis was your starting quarterback.
I think that I would much rather have Malik Willis.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Would
wild.
you not? Carson Wentz?
Malik Willis played what 3 games last year?
Yeah.
He was.
And he looks fun in the
Top-
in the preseason. Carson Wentz wasn't on a football team.
It's just Carson Wentz also
Carson
was.
Wentz sprained both ankles on the same play.
He also played at MVP level before he got his
Yeah.
knee taken out.
Uh-huh,
So
And then what
I'm
happened?
just saying we've
Did he
seen him play at
suck?
an elite level. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Bounce from team to team.
I would be upset, but that's this case for any team losing their starting
Dustin,
quarterback.
who would you rather have, Malik Willis or Carson Wentz?
Probably Malik Willis.
Okay, and then what if we throw Tyson Bagent
playing for Kevin O'Connell? I'd rather have Carson Wentz over Malik Willis.
in there? Is it because Kevin O'Connell doesn't know how to call run plays?
It's because Malik Willis doesn't know how to throw the football that great.
he threw a really nice pass to Matthew Golden.
A nice pass in preseason to Matthew Golden.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice.
He's a good runner.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. Better runner than Carson Wentz.
Okay,
Malik
but
Willis has never sprained both ankles on the same
He's not a
play.
running back. He's a quarterback. They throw the football.
It's
most of the
similar.
time.
He's in the same ballpark.
Okay.
He's in the same part of the field. He's behind the line.
Well, that's kind of just a ridiculous question. Like, of course I'd be upset.
But I'm talking like scale of 1 to 10.
What?
Is it 10? Is it a full 10?
Losing as your starting quarterback. Yes, it's a full 10.
Okay.
What if Carson Wentz is better than J.J. McCarthy?
Then I'd be, wow, I'm very shocked.
What if Max Brosmer is like fucking sick?
He's the next Brock Purdy?
That would be, honestly, I would have a hard time with that because I would be happy and I'd also be upset. You know, like the Gopher side of me and the Vikings hatred.
And then they add Rashad Bateman down the road, and you'd be like, no. Daniel Jackson comes
And,
over.
Secretly
shit,
wearing
who's the
Vikings
safety? I'm
clothes
blanking on
under
his
his
name
Packers
now.
jersey.
Antoine
Jr.
Winfield Jr. Yeah, yeah. They could and Mafe. They just collect all of them.
Yeah, it'd be great. You'd be like, damn it. David Cobb comes out of the woodwork somewhere.
Tyler Johnson. He's still in the league. I don't know what team he's on.
Yeah, Max Williams.
Max
You know, it'd be great.
playing in like the fucking Macedonian football
Holy
league
shit, that's
right
Eric
now.
Decker. He's coming. It's just like, wow.
Tony Dungy.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Tyler Johnson's on the Jets.
Nice. Nice,
Cool.
dude. Nice. Okay, so next week we will be doing our season predictions as well as the week 1 preview. And then we'll kind of give the precursor what we do during the season. We do awards each week. We'll go into that actually when we hit there, but the format will change a bit.
Yeah, when the season starts, because that next show then will, the live stream will be on Monday. The show will come out
Tuesday.
For podcast listening on Tuesday, and then the games are going to start on Thursday through that weekend. So our plan is to cover each week and kind of streaming late on Monday and then uploading podcast content on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Every week for the entire season.
Yeah. And then, obviously when it's a Vikings game against the Packers or the Bears, we'll be live streaming it. We'll be in our new studio by the time we actually do the stream, the live stream for week 1, which would be pretty cool. So we only got one more episode in here.
Well, we don't know if it's going to be cool. I haven't seen pictures of it yet.
It's cool.
It's cool? Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'll
We
take
have
your word
multiple
for it.
rooms, not just one.
What?
We have a live streaming room and a podcast
I don't
room.
know if I don't
And then there's a room in the middle where people can just hang out.
a hangout room?
3 rooms.
I see. That feels like too much.
It's a lot. We're moving on up, boys.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah. So, all right. Thanks for listening to another episode of 10K TV presented by 10,000 Takes. Go to their website at 10ktakesmn.com. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. If you just search 10K Takes, you'll also find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads at Status Skull 10K, where we post links to the episode each week, as well as clips from the episode, highlights, reactions, memes, news for the Vikings, Packers, Bears, NFC North, NFL in general if it's big enough. We are basically here. I mean, it's essentially
We can almost
taste it. I mean, week 1 is literally next week, so we got that coming, which would be really good. So we're gonna do our full season like playoff predictions, division winners, wild card teams.
Which we should clarify, we're always right.
Yep.
This is basically a
Never
look into the
wrong.
future. If
We
you want to
definitely
start
don't.
betting
We
futures,
definitely don't do a mid-season revision.
Yeah, mid-season
adjustments.
oopsie.
We don't do
episode.
that. And I challenge you both to come with a spicy take.
When are we?
Come with a spicy take next week for a prediction.
Yeah,
Like-
that's all I ever come with.
Well,
When are we going to start doing shot bets again?
yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, because that is something that I want to keep track of because I did it 2 years ago, and then last year I did not keep track of it very well, and I also do a bunch more. Unrelated. Two things that have
Unrelated.
nothing to do with each
so
other.
we'll figure that out. We'll do that. We'll actually have it because Hammer and Heartbreak will come back. So we get it
One.
We get it right away. Yeah, and it's of course then recording like right after too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been your host, Adam Osler, and always by my co-host, Kevin Olm.